Zippity doo dah, beautiful day, great to be alive. Hey, what's up everyone? This is Chris Brown here again. So if you remember from our last video what we were covering, we were covering our scripts and then our emails, right? So if you look down below directly underneath this video, first of all, I want you to click on the link and it's going to open up a document like what you see in front of you. And this is our agreement, our terms and conditions, our contract, our agreement. Some of you might not decide to do this. Some of you might just decide to create an agreement based upon a handshake because of the relationships and the trust level that you have with each other. For others of you, just to make everything seem a little bit more professional and make sure everything feels up and up for not only for you but the business owner that you're going to be working with, then in that case you might decide to go ahead and have this contract signed. So let me go ahead and walk through this with you. There's not really too much that you have to do with this, but again, let me go ahead and show you how to do this throughout this video. First of all, you got so as you can see here, this is an agreement between so in my case I would put this is agreement between Chris Brown and Chris Brown of ProStarProfits.com and then let's say John Rodia of MSICoach.com. Then ProStar Profits is a business and marketing company, and then MSI Coach is a public adjusting company. Okay, and then let's scroll down the page here. As you can see here, there's a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. I have no idea what it says. It was drawn up by a lawyer, so you know, whatever you did, you know, just let you take care of it. Okay, and most of this stuff we don't know. Okay, so as you can see here, laws in the state. So this is where you want to put your state. Just put, you know, I live in the state of Florida, so I'm going to put this Florida. When I had this drawn up, I was in California, so I put CA, or you can just write out California. And then obviously, okay, this agreement as of the the 9th day of November 2015. Okay, and then this is where you want to put, okay, Chris Brown, the title, address, phone number, if you have a fax, if you have an email, and then over here, same thing with the partnering business, John Rodia, what is his title, address, phone number, fax, email. And then both parties need to sign this, and both parties need to get a copy of this, right? Now let's look at Schedule 9, and this is the different terms and conditions of each one of this contract. Okay, the other stuff is just a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo just to protect both you and them. This is where the actual thing actually happens. So so you can see Company B, which is them, will provide Company A with their marketing materials, which Company A, which is you, will send out a direct mail campaign to 1,000 residences in the Celebration, Florida area. So this is where you want to put the area or the state or something like that, right? Agreement 2.0 or 9.2, Company B, which is them, will pay Company A whatever price you decide to cover the cost of the expenses of the direct mail campaign. And then 9.3, Company A will include other companies' marketing materials in the same direct mail package who are not in competition with Company B in order to keep prices down for Company B. Okay, so that basically stipulates everything that we need to know. So now what we need to do is we need to send this agreement off to our client, or they're not actually our client, with this business owner that we're creating a partnership with, right? So again, if you look down below directly underneath this video, you'll find a link, and it'll open up a page like what you see in front of you. And this is all the stuff that we covered in our last video, right? We have our phone scripts, and this is the first email that we sent. We had a follow-up phone call, and then here is the next email that we send after that, right? And so what we're going to do here, so here's the email. In our last video, I showed you how to copy and paste it and send that. I'm assuming you already know how to do that, so I'm not going to show you how to do that. But what you do want to do is you just, again, want to copy and paste this and send this email off to this business owner that you're working with. Okay, so hey, you want to put their name. Oops, I need to make sure that is in that's a capital. Attached to this email, I've added the contract and agreement. Look over it, and I'll call you tomorrow. Sometimes I don't notice my mistakes until I start going over these videos. I'll call you tomorrow. And then you can, if you know how to upload it to the internet, you can do that. For most of you, I'm just going to say you're going to just add it as an attachment to your email. You already know how to do that, or chances are you know how to do that. If you don't, please get in contact with us. We'll help you out with that. And then P.S. I've also attached a copy of our direct mail campaign, so you will know what we're doing to help you get the best results. So what you also want to do is, before you actually send out this direct mail campaign, they might want to look it over. They might have some questions about this. So send out the direct mail campaign, what it would look like, how this, so they have at least a general idea of what's going to happen here. Now, after you do that, you do want to follow up with them again, because you want to, both parties need to sign this, and then obviously you need to get their marketing material, and then you're going to go off and send it off. There might be another conversation in between there, and I'm not going to really be able to say what they're going to ask or what's going to be involved, and it's going to differ for each and every one of you. But at this point, you're going to know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, again, please get in contact with us. We'll help you out with this. If they ask you a question that you don't know, just say, hey, I don't know. I'm working with a coach. He's helping me on this, and edify me. He works with a $400 million marketing firm, worked with billionaires, and he's really helping a lot of small business owners now. So let me go get in contact with him. Let me ask him this question, and then I'll go get back with you as soon as possible, or later on today or whatever. Okay, so that's how you would address an issue like that. And so then once you send out this last email, you get the contract signed, right? And then what you're going to do, you said when you're going to send out this campaign, make sure you get all their marketing material. Then you just launch the campaign, and that's it. That's this entire campaign. Now, I have not given you, at least at this stage yet, we have not shown you what these direct mail campaigns are going to look like specifically. Exactly. We've given you some ideas of this, but and the reason for that is, over the next, we're going to do a joint venture campaign. We're going to build buyers networks, and we got several campaigns that we're going to go through, right? And so that's where you're going to really get details about this campaign. Now, one of these campaigns is a newsletter campaign, which is really good to work in conjunction with this. So what's really cool is you can start your own publication, your own newsletter to the community. Now, just think about this. This is a strategy. If you got our CD that's called as the $1 Billion Blueprint, we talked about that in that CD. But what the $1 Billion Blueprint does, and this is a method that Walt Disney got, okay? And so what he did is he controlled his own media. He started his own TV show, originally called the 1 Hour Wonderland. Yeah, and that was really an infomercial for Disneyland. He started the Wonderful World of Color, bought ABC, started the Disney Channel, bought ESPN, bought A&E, and so he has control of all of these different medias, right? So he gets to advertise his own products and services, but now other people are coming to him to advertise in his publications as well. So just imagine, let's see that you had a newsletter that was being sent out to your entire city. Okay, and number one, everybody in your city is going to see your own products and services, right? Because You own the newsletter. Another way you can look at this is a magazine. And this is one of the things that we provided you here as part of the Unfair Advantage marketing system. We'll get into that later. But now you got a bunch of advertisers using this method that are paying for the advertising. So yeah, they're paying for the advertising. They're getting some new customers, but everybody knows about you because you own the media. This is the way that Facebook and Google and all these big humongous companies make their money, but now you're doing it on a local level. Okay, but we'll get into this later on as we continue going through the Unfair Advantage marketing system. But again, go ahead, put this into action, get your contract signed, and then the next step is to send out your direct mail campaign. And you might not necessarily know what your direct mail campaign is as of yet until you start going through some of these other campaigns. Take, for instance, the next one that we're going to go through is what is called as the sequential marketing system, which was a direct mail campaign that was sent out by he was a power washer, and he went from $0 to over $20,000 a month through direct mail. And he originally did this by just hand delivering all of his flyers, but he realized that that was way too much work and he could become more efficient with his time and make more money, and then that's when he started using direct mail. But he took that from going from $0 to over $20,000 a month by using the methods that we've provided you here. But this method here is a way, doing group marketing, is a way to let other businesses pay you in order for you to advertise to your business or to advertise your business. Okay, but take care, everyone. Have a great day. Go ahead and implement this, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.